Boys, we have everybody here.
Yeah.
We're back.
All right. The four horsemen. I want to say five. Grant, you've been here. I have been gone for the last 2 weeks. You guys have taken over. Listened to it. Loved it.
Thank you.
So we'll get into the Sprained Ankle Boys podcast. Don't forget to give us a follow on social media. Apple Tunes, Spotify. Go ahead and give us a listen. And Grant's doing a great job running the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get into that one.
Apple Tunes, I like that. I
love
heard
Apple
that before.
Tunes.
Apple Tunes is
That
a
is
good one.
Apple Tunes.
Subscribe to
I
Apple
just said
Tunes.
Apple
Yeah,
Tunes.
I like that.
I was doing the whole no notes thing. I'm telling you, there's going to be no more notes. We are
rolling
No
off the
notes.
tongue.
rocking and rolling right now.
Off the cuff
right.
pod.
Not been a very good weekend for
it's been great.
one of us. I know you guys have. Before we get into all this,
Not
we
a bad
got
weekend.
big college sports. We're going to do a little bit of different things here on this podcast. I want to congratulate Sam Litzinger on running the Turkey Trot.
Thank you
Let's
guys.
go, baby. Flash that thing.
You know, yeah, I will. I'm proud showing off my turkey medal right here.
Guys, he ran it hard, did well,
I didn't puke.
didn't puke.
Attaboy.
Severely hungover. Had a ton of food the night before. Thought I was going to be
I was a little
struggling.
worried after the Cowboys game. I was like, "Oh boy, Sam's on a little bender drinking."
Yeah, I was pissed.
You ran it hungover?
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, and like a
I don't know how
champ.
you did
You
that.
did it.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
was
was
right there.
mile.
30 minutes, just under 31 minutes, about 30:54, I think, is when I crossed the line.
Yeah.
Some lady tried to pass me at the end. I said, no,
I
not
can't let that
happening.
happen.
No. The funny part was
Jets.
Ryan running with you, huffing and puffing
That was
more than it was.
amazing.
I'm not going to lie, that scared the shit out of me.
I bet it did.
No,
You just looked to your right.
Yeah, I had my headphones in. I was just kind of cruising, and then all of a sudden I see somebody come up beside me. I'm like, oh, shit, because I saw him earlier. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
what's up, dude?
And he's also like a fucking, giant, like towering over
And
you.
then I
see the
looked over, I
shadow.
was like, oh, hey. But I was glad to see him there and run along, get
Yeah,
get
I
good
wanted to get a
video
shot of
and
you
all.
running, but I wasn't ready when you passed me, so I was like, well, I got to catch up with you.
that was good timing there.
yeah.
Yeah, we this podcast we're not going to do a would you rather to start out. We're going to move that into the NFL segment for the next episode. We're going to get straight into college football because there's been a lot of things that have happened this weekend. We had the big rival weekend.
It was the weekend of the little brother.
It
I loved
actually, besides the Auburn game.
Yeah, and they
Okay,
should have.
and they should have.
should've won.
Thanks a lot to that guy running out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that was bad.
one. Still covered the 20 and a half. So
positive.
everybody knows. We'll get into the big game, and everybody knows at this table I'm talking about. We'll go through the games
Best for
to
last.
start. Yeah, we'll save the best for last. I'll say that. We'll just save the best for last.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
There was another good game, and I've been riding them high all year long.
khakis, baby.
The khakis,
He's been wearing
man.
Navy pants, bro.
That's probably why they're
Navy pants.
winning.
Exactly.
Which does it up?
That's probably why
Michigan
they're
Wolverines,
He's
big
adapting.
blue,
Yep.
big blue, just putting an ass whooping on the Ohio State
It's
Buckeyes.
impressive.
They really did, man. And, large part to how they played, that defensive line is darn good,
Yes.
man. Those
Oh, yeah.
two edge rushers are pretty darn
Hutchinson
impressive.
but
And
their O-line is great.
Their O-line is
Their
good.
running backs are nuts,
Yeah, they're big.
Running game was crazy.
which is why I told you I wanted to see the future game of what I told you earlier, which we'll talk about that one. But that's just when you have a good run game, man, you can open up all kinds of things.
And especially
And
when it's snowing. And because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that neutralized
That
Ohio State a
atmosphere,
little
too.
bit. Not much.
No,
I think
but
just
the
a
crazy
little
part
bit.
is Ohio State didn't make any mistakes.
No.
He did not. Stroud never threw an interception. He threw, I think, for over 400 yards.
I'll look.
I think so. If somebody will look that up, they made no. That was a
Yeah.
true Michigan win. That was not a Ohio State lost it.
He was 34 for 49 for 394 and 2 tutties.
That's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a game.
In the snow.
Almost 400 yards.
Anybody else watch it towards the second half, towards the middle of the second half? Were you not like, when's Michigan gonna blow it? When are they gonna when's they
I
when is
thought
they
they
gonna
were
turn?
gonna blow it
and they're gonna blow it,
in
and
the
just like they have the
second
last
possession.
5 years. When's it gonna happen?
I thought it was
And
the
they
second
held on the
possession
whole time.
when he threw the interception towards the end
That
zone.
was-
I was
yeah.
like, here we
Yeah,
go.
that-
You had a chance to go up 14-0, put just a statement down, and now they're going to go down and score. And I was like, son of a.
I didn't watch the fourth quarter of it because I was on my way to Stillwater, but I was following it on the game tracker. And I think when they cut it to, was it 7 or 14, 1-2, and I was like, okay, Ohio State might have a shot now. I think the 1-3 and out, but they never got that. And Michigan just kept hammering it, kept hammering it. But I will say that Jackson Smith and Jigba dude, the receiver for Ohio State.
Oh, number 11?
Oh,
Insane.
my God,
He's dirty.
dude.
Insane.
NFL.
Is he the one that made the catch like behind the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all
How
I
that
saw.
even happens, I don't even know.
It-
Couldn't tell you.
They I think their 3 wide receivers are better than the Jacksonville Jaguars wide receivers.
They could beat the Detroit Lions. So could
There's a
Michigan.
good chance.
Yeah, I would think they're better than Jacksonville's receivers. They're better than the Jets Well, maybe not if Corey Davis is healthy.
Yeah.
And then I would say maybe Lions probably.
Yeah.
Because they're just bad.
Basically, they're better than any team in the NFL that just didn't win last week. You know what I'm saying?
That was, yeah. They were my after.
Damn.
That's cold. That's cold.
Too soon.
I'm getting ready to get a whole bunch of it, so I'm just dishing it out when I can.
This is the wrong show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, we'll get into that one later. But I agree with them. Those receivers are number 11 played a fantastic game.
Basically solidified yourself as a 1 to 2 round pick in the draft.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
You've now been noticed, and they know you can ball
Yeah,
out.
if not
on the
before
biggest
then.
stage in football.
If not before then, that game.
Yeah.
Specifically that game.
Could you imagine walking into the big house though and playing in the snow against Michigan like that? Like that big
place
of a
was
game.
going nuts.
How many fucking people are there?
Did
That's
you see when the fans
crazy.
rushed the field and the picture was taken? There were still the entire fans on the other side
Still
were still
full.
full.
Yeah.
Insane.
Just how many people there are.
Yeah.
Like 100,000.
But it's crazy
105,000,
because when you
I
show
think.
up to
Yeah.
that place, you look at it and you're like, this place looks like the size of TU. What
Yeah,
are you
and
talking
then it
about? How's
just
this the
goes
big house? And then it just goes straight
straight
down.
down.
Oh, does it really? So it's
Yeah.
like okay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
you see like the top half, like maybe the last, 20, 25 rows maybe,
Yeah.
and you're like, this is it? This is the big house?
So is it like kind of under?
Oh, yeah.
It
It
just goes
sits
underground.
low.
Yeah, it is
Ooh,
cool.
okay.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Another good game was the Auburn-Alabama game. Oh, my gosh. You just got to be sick to your stomach as an Auburn fan.
And as a Pokes fan,
That
and
would've
as a
helped us.
Cincinnati fan, and as
As a Notre Dame fan.
And yeah, I mean that would have
As a-
opened up so many doors had they
We'll
lost.
just say a
that game.
college football fan. Everybody wanted to see
Yeah.
Auburn beat Bama.
Yeah, nobody likes Bama
What?
except for
You ran the
people in
entire
Bama.
game. You owned the entire game.
You want to hear a sad story?
Yes.
When Bama was down, they were trying to go tie it up before OT. I may or may not have had something locked in that I didn't put money on, and it was Bama money line, and it was plus 1,800 odds for them to win.
Oh.
And I said, "There's no way." And I watched them score, and I watched them win, and I go,
Oh
Don't doubt Bama.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
"That's a fucking tough."
But you
L."
can't do it. You're sitting there
I
thinking,
know.
I bet HUD was happy.
Oh, HUD
had
he
to
was
be very
pumped. He
happy,
probably saw
yeah.
me like about to put that in. He was like,
he just
No.
he hacked the camera on your phone going, no.
"What was
do it.
wild is I refreshed it, and Bama had just like gotten like a 25-yard gain that play right before, and it went down to plus 450 from
Damn.
that.
Yeah, that's
extreme
crazy.
to that.
Wow.
It was wild.
That throw by Bryce Young to tie it up
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
was insane.
I think since
he's leading it.
since Ohio State lost, I think he's going to win
What
it
about
now.
the Michigan running back? Isn't he up there?
No.
He's like
No?
top 5, I think. But
Yeah, I don't think he'll have enough.
Which one?
juice.
They've got two of them. There's
Michigan,
fantastic.
Haskins.
Michigan
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, Haskins is good. One got injured during that game. The number 2.
Yeah, so he was banged up going to that game. He had
Yeah.
like a high ankle sprain or
And he
something.
still rushed for over 100 yards.
He probably would have housed that one. I mean, they ended up
Oh,
scoring
yeah.
on the next play, but it was another good game though. Was Baylor, Texas Tech? Baylor had the backup QB,
yep.
but Tech put on the show in the fourth quarter. Man, I thought they were about to get it done. I was scared.
You know, I was watching the Michigan game, obviously, because I had money on them. But I think Baylor scored, and I was like, all right, Ben, let's turn this. And somebody came in and was like, you guys aren't watching the Baylor Texas Tech game? I was like, why the hell would I watch the Baylor Texas Tech
Yeah.
game? I don't give a shit about that one. I was like, this is Michigan Ohio State. Turn it back. Tech is within 3, and I was like, oh my god. Well, then Baylor scores again to get up within 10. I was like, all right, turn it. It's over. And then I come around and Tech is within 3. I was like, what the is going on here?
Yeah, no, it
I
was
was like,
a
what
great
the
Turn
game.
the
hell?
channel, they catch up.
And they missed the field goal at the end to
Yeah.
tie it up.
How
send it
long
to
was
OT.
that?
By the way, that
think it
was
was-
53
yeah.
yarder.
Wow, okay.
Now, you know that guy made a 63-yarder
I could've
to
hit it.
beat
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Yeah.
And that guy has a leg because that 53-yarder went towards the upper part.
Yeah, he's got a boot.
He
Damn.
has a boot.
I'd have nailed it.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Pressure and all.
I've seen him kick a football.
See? Even he thinks I can.
What, are you talking opposite? Like, there's no way?
Yeah, not happening.
No. I was like, wait a minute. Are we going to have to go onto a field?
Yeah, we might have to give this a test run and
I
see
am
what it's all about.
so bad at kicking.
You
Like
can, you
any
can throw the
sort of-
ball far,
I can
but
throw it.
So you guys know Ryan Nugent?
Yeah,
he's a
old
kicker.
news.
Have you seen him kick a football.
I've heard. I haven't seen it. I've heard he's a pretty good kicker.
Because he sent videos into the TU. He goes to TU.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he listens to this, so shout out to him. I've watched him kick 52, 53-yarders with ease.
That's wild.
Now, it's different in pads under pressure, but I am watching this guy
That's still impressive.
kick it, and it is up and moving, and I'm like, hey, have you tried? He goes, I've tried 61's as long.
Damn.
And I was
Did he
like,
play soccer?
61?
Nuge. Yeah.
I figured.
He sent the TU coach videos, and this is when TU kicker last year was struggling hard.
Yeah, bad.
like
Coach is like
they would have brought in Bo to kick. Okay, that's how bad he was
Was
struggling.
he on the Mason crossbar struggle bus?
Yeah, man,
won't
that's
crossbar?
fine.
But when in doubt, you gotta rely on Old Faithful to probably get it done.
Hey, man, just keep winning games. I don't care. You can miss them all you want to. Just keep winning.
That's not a good mindset to have. You want them to make them.
Your pack still got
9-3. I don't care.
Hey.
Your pack still got that number 12 guy.
Yeah,
Very true.
As long as we
You
got
don't
him.
need a
That's all that matters.
You don't need a kicker.
In
then.
Jesus we trust. Number 12.
Number 12.
Him and his immunized toe.
I
I'm
lived
sorry.
by that number for a
I'm
very,
sorry.
very long time. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, you're on to mac and cheese now.
The one
You're
true
going.
God, Thomas Edward Brady.
Another good game that happened on Friday. North Carolina
Oh, my
State.
gosh.
That was
Dude,
wild.
that was crazy. I
If Mac
feel
Brown
bad.
doesn't retire after that one, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was tough. I wanted North Carolina to pull that one out, but they just choked hard.
Big time.
Probably the worst of the weekend.
Yeah. Well, you could say another team, but
Well, I don't
yeah.
think we. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're going to say we choked, that means you're saying you didn't win the game. You
Well,
guys
no.
won the game. We didn't choke.
Anytime Oklahoma State beats Oklahoma, y'all choked.
What? I didn't. I just said we didn't choke.
I kind of choked a little bit.
a little bit.
I
yeah.
wouldn't say
Well,
that.
So did
we'll-
Oklahoma
we'll-
State. We kind of choked a little bit. It shouldn't have been that close.
Well, I mean,
If anybody,
we'll get
if
into
anybody
that game.
choked, it was the refs. But moving on.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, that was
Both
first of all.
Both sides. That
First
were
of all,
bad.
both
Both
sides.
sides.
I will say this, Martin. That is a touchdown.
Oh no,
No,
doubt.
100%.
Dude,
All
that
right.
He ended up scoring the same
unbelievable.
drive.
I know,
but-
but still,
Yeah, 100%
The
a catch.
rule was if it hits the ground, you have to reestablish
And he
control,
did.
and he did, and then his knee hit,
Right.
and then the ball. No, that was
was-
a touchdown.
that was-
I looked at
100%.
my brother and I was like,
Dude.
"Oh boy."
Making that catch, wearing number 1 in front of Des Bryant.
So
like,
cool.
Oh, dude.
There's so many missed calls, both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Crazy.
was. it
And
was-
for every OU fan that sits there and says Hazelwood had pass interference, if you watch the entire
Yeah,
fucking
suck it
play,
up.
he grabbed
Face
the face
mask,
mask,
so
and it
would've-
should have been a face mask. So no,
So it would have been
the only
offsetting.
pass interference should have been towards the end
Yeah,
on
the-
number 81. That was it. That was the only one I saw.
yeah.
And I don't. This is my deal. Not even OU. I actually watched this in the. What game was that? Florida State game. This happened twice on Saturday. If you're going to call a dead ball personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, whatever the hell it is, have the balls to fucking own up to why you threw it and don't have it get called back.
Right, when he picked it up.
No matter what team it is. Same thing happened
was
in the
sup-
Florida State
I
game.
was surprised at that.
And I watched that one first before I watched the OU one. And I
Yeah.
said, this is twice today this has happened.
The only thing I will say to that one is there was no way that those players could have heard that whistle.
That was my only argument.
That-
Which still, they should have had the balls to do it because
Yeah.
they
I
threw
was
it.
going to say, but there are 3 refs right there. That's
I know,
what I'm saying.
But there was no way you could hear a whistle. That place, I have never heard Boone Pickens
But it didn't come after.
that loud.
It didn't come during the play. It came after
No.
everybody broke away and then pushed. He pushed.
He's
It
talking-
was rocking though.
I know,
saying
but
you
if
couldn't hear it.
if all your players are same thing, it's the exact same play that happened in Florida State game. If all the players are somewhat letting go, and then a guy pushes,
I'll rebuttal.
I mean, it's kind of
I'll rebuttal.
it's
to
one of
that.
those bam bam plays, so it'd be
Exactly.
kind of tough. I will say that one.
They picked that one up because they missed the OU dude kicking Spencer Sanders in the yin yang.
I will say that.
That
First
was
of all,
bad,
ooh.
dude.
Didn't just kick him. He like scooped him.
Okay,
Bro,
he didn't
and
move
then
his foot back,
dragged it
but
up.
he
kicked
pushed it in towards.
Oh,
kicked it
I
and
remember
pulled it
that.
up, dude. It
Yeah.
was rough.
Balls of steel.
Balls of
you know?
steel,
He just
100%.
didn't know. He didn't know he had them. That's fine. But yes, that's what I hate. I hate these. And everybody knows if you get a missed call, you're gonna have a you're gonna have a blown call,
Makeup.
a
Yeah.
makeup call.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
I hate that. It happened in the Florida State game, and I was like, that sucks for them. Only to watch it and be like,
How about
I
that?
watched this before.
How about that Florida dude losing his helmet and still trucking people to get in the end zone?
And I swear he went head
Paul
to head.
Crew,
Yeah, he
baby.
did.
Head to head. Paul Crew. Paul Crew. Okay, leave in the comments if you know what movie that is, please. Just leave it in there. Okay, but
Ain't no
yes,
Paul Crew, but
lost his helmet, and I was like, okay, he's gonna like dive towards their feet. No,
And-
went head on.
Damn.
I guess he goes, my mom always said I got a hard head, so it paid
oh my
off.
gosh.
was like,
I want to see
yep.
if he was bleeding.
Mama said, "Oh,
Mama said.
Or check him
said
for
it.
concussion protocol, something.
You think?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get into that game that we all love to talk about, the OU
Let's go,
OSU
Pokes.
game.
We finally got it done,
Pokes
boys.
got it done. Pokes got it done. Looked what defensive line. Wow, salty.
That's the thing.
Salty. Yes, we did put up some rush yards, but like we had to do some. You have to do some
Caleb
things.
Williams
You
ran
can't
a
just run the
marathon.
ball straight at OSU. That's what I'm going to tell you. All right,
Yeah,
that is why I told you
think
earlier. I wanted
Brooks
to see
got most of his yards running on the outside, like
Yeah.
just breaking around speed.
or being
stretch
patient,
runs.
having to
Right,
stretch.
right,
It was
yeah.
a stretch. Yeah.
I want to shout out Caleb Williams, bro. Guy played his fucking heart out.
Oh, he did.
He
100%.
did, dude. And any
Left
OU
everything
fan,
on the field.
any OU fan that's going to dog that guy, shut up.
He was,
that guy
he was
is-
running
You,
for, he was
you better
running for his
pray
life.
he stays. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think he stays.
Yeah,
This is the only thing I want to say. I think he waits a little too long in the pocket. That's my only thing.
he
Either
just-
take off
Yeah, he tries to make too big of plays every
or
time.
wait, because you guys really figured it out. Rush 4, rush 5, rush 3, doesn't matter. Drop everybody back. And if he would just take off like he did on that one play, which, by the way, on
the
TV,
end?
you
I
can't
was
see the safety.
So
No.
So you
fucking
guys were
scared
there.
on that play.
Were you watching on TV?
Yes.
You can't see the safety coming
I
to the
looked
very
away.
end.
I was so
and I
scared.
go, oh my god.
Christian Holmes, man, what a play, dude. Him, and then the biggest play of the game was on the
Harper.
possession before. Devin Harper goes in. It's 4th and 10. He misses the opportunity to sack him. Gets up off the ground, chases his ass back down, and tackles him again.
Okay, that's
that was
another deal.
unbelievable.
You know, he's young though. I will give him that. He's 18 years old.
Oh,
Didn't play
yeah.
football last year in senior year of high school. On 4th, you have to throw the ball. You can't.
Dude, there
He'd
was
have had it
there
though
was a
without that
wide,
guy.
yeah,
He'd have had it.
wide open lane
Yeah.
for that.
Trust me. I know. I've watched this, but you can't hold the. Even if there's nobody wide open,
Give him
you a chance.
Yeah,
Pass
give-
interference call,
yeah.
caught. Whether it's intercepted, game's over anyway on
I
4th.
agree.
But we did have another chance after that one.
with
But
that-
on TV,
Yeah.
we don't see the
Yeah.
safety coming over.
Yeah,
I looked
so
at my
you thought
brother
it
and I
was
go,
house call.
well, we went from no chance to somewhat of a chance now.
As soon as we went conservative on play calling,
Oh yeah.
I literally was like, no fucking way we are going to lose to OU because we didn't have
Gundy-
balls
Gundy
on that
does it
last
again.
possession.
I was all right with that.
I kept telling myself, yeah, dude, that's fine. This is the smart thing to do. We have to put them away.
You had to
okay?
get one first down. That's
One
all.
first
We got
down.
close. We
I
got
would
close.
have liked to at least pass like
On
one
third down.
safe pass.
Yes.
Something to Tay Martin.
Either-
And if it's not there, throw
or
it
just
away.
a drop off
Exactly.
to a running back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I
Over
would
the
like
middle.
To do.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're going to do something to where
Or-
we're backing
that's the
up.
thing.
and
Have
then-
him drop back, and if nothing's there, have him knee it. Oh, we're punting the ball down the field. What's 3 yards?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like
true.
we can still run the clock. If it's there, throw it. If it's not there,
You know
get
what
on
that
the- get
reminds
on the
me
field.
of? The Central Michigan game a couple years ago when we just
Ooh.
totally screwed around and had the opportunity to just drop back, throw the ball 50 yards down the field, game's over. But no, he throw it out of bounds, you get intentional grounding, loss of downs, they get the ball one untimed down, we lose on that
Why are
shit.
you bringing that up right now in a week
I
like
know.
this?
Hey, because it's in the past.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
focused on the Baylor Bears for the
That's
Big
it.
12 championship.
Rewind this podcast 4 weeks ago, and none of us were like, yeah, it's Bedlam. You know, he's probably gonna
Oh,
whoop
yeah.
us.
Yeah, I mean, history said we were going to lose, but this defense is something
Legit.
different.
Next
Well,
level.
I mean, I think they lead the nation in sacks and tackles for loss now.
0 points their offense scored in the second half.
Amazing.
Yeah.
0.
0.
How
That was good.
about all the muff punts?
Oh yeah.
Holy
Bro,
shit!
So do you know the crazy part?
Hey, shout out
When
to all
they
those
kicked it-
Tennessee transfers that you guys got.
Yeah, Gray. When he kicked it, and I watched all of OU's players just drop back, I was like, boom, he's fair catching it, just get it. I yelled, be smart. and I go, there's no way.
Seriously, that was
Like
the
it's-
one thing they couldn't do in that scenario.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was funny that your guy ran it back and had all that hype, then he muffed one, and I was like, what a loser. And then
then it
Gray
happened to
muffed
you.
one. I was like, damn, Karma. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
She always comes back to get us. But
And I could not believe the amount of offsides and false start penalties.
Winfrey, he was
That
trying
one
to time
dude,
it.
yeah.
Winfrey.
Well, yeah, they
I
missed
swear
He
one.
had like 4
3
or
or
5.
4.
They missed.
They missed the most important one, and then they were like, "Shit, we got to start calling them now."
Yeah, he tried to time it, and then you guys got the old fine. We'll just hard count it.
Yeah.
It's like I was watching Aaron Rodgers out there, bro. Just hard counting and Winfrey just jumping over. The crazy part is I wish you guys would have hiked it and just. There was one where we had, and you guys hiked the ball and threw it out. I wish every college team would watch that and be like, if that fucking happens, every receiver goes fucking down the field.
Yeah, just run.
You just run.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to toss the ball up. It can get intercepted. Let
Still
it.
our
I
ball.
don't care.
Yeah.
Try to get a pass interference
Yes.
call. Try to catch it. That's it. Don't throw it a 4-yard, get to 5, and you're just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you just wasted a breath.
My favorite part about hard counts in NCAA is they go,
Yeah,
and they fake the
Fake
slap.
clap. Yeah.
Which
And they'll be
technically
like,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
you're not supposed to?
No.
You have to clap, but you can't fake because it's like a.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
You
have
can't-
to
you
clap.
have
So
to
if you
clap.
don't clap,
So what do they?
then you
Why do
get-
they do the fucking like?
But he claps.
He
is the
claps.
thing.
Oh, so you can't do a fake. I thought
no
you used to be able to
fake
do
clap.
fakes.
You could, and then they changed it a couple years ago.
Oh, I'm
because
done then.
A couple
So
people.
how's he hard counting?
He's clapping, but they're not
Oh,
snapping
shit.
it on the clap the
Yeah,
first time.
and
They'll do it the
Winfrey
second
was trying to
They're
time
like-
it. He timed it once
Yeah.
and got through and sacked or hit the running back, and then from there on he was just
He
like,
missed,
"Oh,
like,
okay,
5
I'm
more
going to
times."
sit there and do that again. They're not going to learn." Fuck.
All-time hard count.
Yeah, people would be losing their mind.
Also, can we talk about the running into the punter?
Oh my
No.
god!
What did that look like on TV? Because when we saw the replay, he
I
like,
know for a fact he's gonna say
he
First
barely,
off,
it
didn't
looked like he
do it.
barely
Here's
touched
this
his
deal.
foot,
He did touch his foot, so
and
that
then
technically
he fell, and the punter fell on top of him and tripped.
It should have been running, not roughing.
Running, not roughing. And
the
that's
rule is if you hit the kicker and they fall down,
but he didn't fall down
or if
because
his
of
leg's in the air and you touch his other leg and wipe him
His
out,
plant
it
leg.
is-
If he hit
Technically,
his
his plant leg.
leg, yes, but he didn't hit his plant leg.
on TV I thought he hit his
No,
plant leg.
he hit
No,
the-
he touched
no.
the leg that was in the air.
And then he missed.
Okay.
He missed
He
the
fell.
plant leg.
So technically, yeah, that rule is roughing, but anything else is running into, which
Right.
is only 5 yards.
And then they scored 7 points.
that
off
was
that.
the difference in a stop.
Yeah.
That's
I
what turned
am
into a touchdown.
the
so that was
biggest
big.
anti trying to block a punt person when I'm watching the game. As soon as I see someone going and doing that fucking trying to get on him and they run into him, I'm like,
Especially
what
if
in
you're
the
diving.
fuck? You're
Especially
giving
if
them
you're
the ball
diving.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the ball.
Yeah.
You're not affecting his punt unless you hit the ball. He's not looking at you going, oh, he's getting closer. Then he kicks it. He's looking directly at the ball and hitting it in there.
Yeah.
You're not affecting it.
Yeah,
so
and-
stop
and you
trying
know what
to block
I would do
it.
on you? I would do the old LSU.
Patriots do that shit all the time. Like,
the
stop.
LSU. I do the old LSU move on you. Act like I'm going to punt, and as soon as all your guys run back, I would
Take
just
off.
take off.
I don't
Oh,
even like
yeah,
that.
that's
I love the punters that take it and they start drifting to the right, and they
rugby
just
style.
like watch them in front
Yeah.
of them, and then they kick it.
Okay.
Let their guys all get
Aussie
down the
style?
field.
That's
yes,
smart.
Is that what
So
you
it gives
said?
and let
Aussie
us
style?
run.
Yeah.
So
because that bounces forward, and all your guys are already down there.
That's our punter, the 30-year-old
Yeah.
sophomore.
He's
Aussie.
30?
And a
Good for him,
sophomore.
dude. I bet he got laid by an 18-year-old
100%.
I know. I think he's married, isn't he?
I think he is.
Pretty sure he's married to a kid or something.
Yeah.
loser. Married in college.
Married in
Sorry,
college.
man.
Speaking of marriage, shout out to Ryan got married.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Let's
our
go.
boy did
Atta
get
boy,
married.
Ryan.
Proud of you for that one. That was good. Man,
Married man, old ball and chain.
but I did not say
2
that,
weeks
Christian.
in.
I did not
We
say
love you,
that. I know
Christian.
she's listening.
Christian, thanks for the
We are
shirts.
proud. Yeah, we are proud. That is awesome. All right,
Yeah.
so before we get into like big breaking news, let's go through a playoff scenario because you got you have Big 12 championship. You got all the conference championship games coming
Should
up.
we go through those first?
Rankings just got
Do it.
released.
Your Big 12 championship game starting off the week at 11 o'clock.
Yep, 11 a.m.
ABC, I want to say, is OSU and Baylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dallas, Jerry World.
Jerry's World. I love that one. Last time Baylor was in Jerry's World was when you had that picture of that.
Oh yeah,
buffed out
Sean
Oakman,
Oakman.
dude, created my
Ended
player.
up,
guy.
ended up
RIP.
not being a good guy.
not being a good guy.
No, he
so
ended up
great.
was a good guy, and that girl lied.
Oh,
That
so
is
he
true.
got screwed
Oh,
over.
okay.
Big
take
time.
it back.
Yeah,
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, that guy's haunting you in your dreams now.
Don't come for me.
yeah. That poor guy got screwed out of millions and millions of
We
dollars.
also have another conference championship game that, this could be difference now, which is great. You got Pitt and is it Wake Forest?
Wake Forest, yep.
Pitt and
Who
Wake
would've
Forest.
thought?
Who would have thought that
For
one?
real.
Pitt and Wake
Clemson-
Forest.
Clemson
Pulling
about
for Wake.
backdoored it.
Pitt's,
Oh, they almost
Pitt's
did.
3-point favorites in that game.
I know. You also have Bama and Georgia. I don't
that's
know.
game of the
That's
week.
probably going to be the most watched game
Oh yeah.
You know what the line is?
besides OSU Baylor.
You know what the line is?
It's got to be Georgia
Is it even?
No,
-3.
6.5.
Yeah, I was about to say touchdown.
6.5.
6.5.
Georgia?
The hook. The hook's getting you.
I don't think Vegas likes
buying it now?
Bama at all.
What do you mean they don't like Bama? They're putting it only 6.5. I thought it was going to be more, if I'm being honest. After the way Bama's played in the last couple of weeks.
Normally those games, yeah. I don't. I just don't think Bama
Conference
is as good
championship
as they
week.
are. Yeah,
You
that's
think
why
it
it's
happen?
close.
Neutral field.
Yeah.
You also
Bama
have
better not win.
Michigan, Iowa. This is probably getting ready. I say this. Has anybody seen the spread on that game?
Yeah, I got it right here. Michigan -10.5.
Wow.
Come on, Hawkeyes.
I don't want to say anything.
Ain't no
and
fucking way.
I don't
was
want to
so
say anything.
trash.
No, I know why you're saying Hawkeyes. I know why. I do. Here is my deal. I'll go through mine, then you guys can tell me yours. Okay? The only thing that messes up this college football play, can you read the top 6 rankings that happened tonight?
Top
Sam?
6 are number 1 is Georgia, number 2 is Michigan, number 3 is Alabama, number 4 is Cincy, number 5 is Ohio State, and number 6 or
You mean-
Oklahoma State. Sorry,
Watch your fucking
sorry.
mouth.
Both OSU. I know where it's going.
I don't. I shouldn't have even done that. I'm wearing OSU shit. I went to OSU. I don't know why I said
on.
that. Not used to seeing the pokes up that high. I guess number 6 Notre Dame, number 7 Ohio State.
Okay. This is how they're playing this out. They're counting on Georgia to win, OSU to win. And who was the other one? Georgia,
Cincy.
OSU,
Cincy.
Michigan.
Michigan.
They're going to say Michigan.
And Cincy.
So then it's going to
Cincy.
be
Okay,
between
so they're-
Cincy and Bama if all that happens.
I know we sit there and I know why you're saying the Hawkeyes because then you're
Auto win.
auto win. If I think you're auto win, regardless if you win, obviously. Sorry,
Yeah,
if you
we
win.
got to win.
Bama,
Bama
can't
can't-
win.
Bama can't win.
Bama cannot win. If Bama wins, dude,
They're in.
I need to
I think
call
Then it
like
becomes down
No,
to
I think
us
if
and Cincy.
Yeah.
If
we
Bama
both
wins,
win.
I think we still get in.
and see that's where everybody can sit
We
there
still
and argue.
have to win.
Well, they got to
Yeah, if
win
we win.
first.
Yeah,
If we win and Bama wins,
You'll
I still
have-
think we're in.
you'll beaten another top 10 team again.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
think they're going to put you in there.
And it could depend on how the game goes. If we win close.
Very true.
I think
Bama
these,
wins close. If we blow them out.
Now here's my deal. I don't think Bama's going to win. I think Georgia's defense
You
is
wouldn't
that
think
good.
they could win. I mean, after the way they
It's
played
Saban.
last week.
It's
I wouldn't
Saban.
doubt them.
But
Yeah.
you see how they struggled against Auburn's defense?
their secondary is not
Although
very good.
I
But
will say that was at Auburn,
Right.
Iron Bowl.
Hey, but that just kind of laid a blueprint for Georgia, though.
I'm
I
just
saw what they
worried
did
about
that worked in the first,
That's true.
4
4 quarters.
3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
Before
4
they scored.
quarters.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot to the guy
No
that ran out of
tuds.
bounds.
No tuds.
Thanks
I mean,
a lot.
like,
Appreciate that
I
one.
hope Georgia just
I won that bet, but
buries
still.
them.
The only
But
thing that scares me about that game is Georgia's offense going to be good enough?
Exactly.
I know
I don't know.
Bama's defense is not what they are in the past, but I don't think Georgia's offense is all that good.
I don't think Bama's defense is that good. Let me tell you what, Auburn, it was only 10 points, but that's without Bo Nix.
Yeah, that's true. That backup did look good, but I agree that maybe if they had
impressive.
Bo Nix, it'd been a little different story.
I don't want to jinx it, but there should be no way that Bama wins this game based on what they've done and what Georgia has done.
Yeah,
There's just
agreed.
Georgia has no reason to lose this game
Neither does
unless
Michigan.
unless they literally take a week off.
Neither does
to
Michigan.
fucking rest because they're already in.
No way.
There's no way though. There's no way.
That defense was pissed because they gave up 7 points to Florida. You think they're on rest? I don't think so. They're wanting to make a statement this
I
year.
hope so.
All right, Michigan's
we'll
going to
see.
win. There's 1-2. You guys win. I think you go to 4. Since he goes to 3.
Since he's gonna win,
that's
since he's-
scary.
since
They
he's
won't
10.5
care
point
about
favorites,
4.
too.
The only way I say that, I think, because 1 and 4 go to the Cotton Bowl.
No, 2 and 3 go to
2
Cotton
and
Bowl.
3 go Cotton Bowl. Okay, so
1
they'll
and
move
2
you
go
there.
to Florida.
Florida. So they'll move you guys to 2 and 3. That would be Michigan, OSU,
that'd be
which
a
is
hell
a
of a game.
matchup I want to watch.
That would be
O-line
so
versus
crazy,
D-line.
bro.
Let's Michigan first.
It'd be
Before
awesome.
Georgia.
Cornhusker boys against a great D-line.
I just don't want to play Georgia.
Big news coming out of Stillwater too. Brock Martin is coming back next year.
Let's go. I saw
So
that
he's-
today.
yeah.
Actually, I think you
That
have a
guy's
lot of
a
people coming back.
Absolute
Yeah.
stud.
Pretty much everybody but,
But Malcolm,
Malcolm.
which is going to hurt.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
still
I
got
mean,
Harper.
Yeah, I was going to say
That guy
you
is
guys
a
got-
certified beast. He might be first round.
Malcolm.
Yes.
He's
First,
so
second
good,
round.
man. He's so athletic.
100%.
He's kind of small,
So-
though.
Yeah, that's the only knock.
That's
He's a
my
little
4.
small.
If everybody wins like it should.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
At 3 or 4?
I
Sin-
think you're going to go to 4, but knowing how they always do this, because it's all about money, and the Cotton Bowl's 2 and 3, they're
Yeah.
going to move you guys straight down south.
Make more sense.
They're going to move Michigan all the way there. They're not going to move Georgia to Florida. There's already Georgia fans there. And then Cincinnati.
Cincy, yeah.
You know what's bullshit?
And by the way, nobody has any good enough wins, or they're already ranked too high, and especially if they win their conference championship game, to pass Michigan or Georgia.
That's the way I look at it.
3 and 4.
In the past,
Pac-12 can't do anything.
They'll say
Oregon's got
Cincinnati
2
just
losses.
wants to get in. They don't care if they're 3 or 4.
Right.
That's fine. But I would love to see a.
in the past, they've really shown favoritism towards these Power 5 conference championships. And I think that's what is going to come down to it, and why I think if Oklahoma State does win, why
Now,
they will move up to
unless
3.
Cincinnati blows out Houston. They have to win by 40. If they win by 40, no way you guys jump.
Yeah.
They move to
Come
3.
on, Dana Holgerson. Do your job, brother.
That's where I'm going. That's if everybody wins. So my picks are this week, I think. I mean, I can't say it without you guys just giving me shit, but I think you guys have Baylor's number. You're going to stop the run. That team cannot back up QB.
If it's still the backup QB, I mean,
Even if I do it, their run game is what they ran all over OU. Couldn't stop them. But you guys stopped that run. I even said it after you guys beat them the first week. Stop Baylor's run, you beat the Baylor Bears.
Yeah.
I think they have a pretty decent defense, though, don't they?
their defense
do.
is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
So
they do.
But that's the thing. When we played them, we had 3 turnovers inside our own on our side of the 50.
Still
and
won.
Still
Left
kind of
out
dog
there,
walked
but-
them a little bit, but I mean,
Kinda. You guys dog walked them.
yeah,
There was
we did, and the score was closer than what it actually was because they had one 50-yard touchdown run kind of late in the game that made it a little tighter. But I think they'll be ready to play. It's go time for the Pokes, man. We got to get it done.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
So let's hypothetically say, let's say Georgia loses and somehow Cincy loses, or somehow Michigan loses. One of those two. Like 2 people in the top 4 lose.
You're in.
Does that mean that Notre Dame, that doesn't have to play a game
Yes.
this week,
No, if Cincy,
bumps up in the
if
top 4?
Cincy loses, no.
they're out. Georgia's
So
going
if
to stay
Michigan
in no matter
loses
If Michigan loses
to Iowa,
possibly, because then the
ND is a 1-loss team.
Time out. You're going
Cincinnati.
to put a 1-loss team in. Wait, a 2-loss team in over a 1-loss team?
no. So I think
No, Cincy would be
if-
a 1-loss team at that
if
point if they
Michigan-
lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I get what you're
So
saying.
Notre Dame doesn't have to play a conference championship, and they could get in hypothetically if
so
Iowa
you're saying
beats
if
Michigan.
Georgia and Michigan lose.
No, I'm saying if Bama and Michigan lose.
Okay, Bama and Michigan lose, then I think it's Georgia,
Cincinnati.
OSU, Cincinnati, Notre Dame.
Yep. There's nobody behind them because Ohio State would have lost. Didn't even play a conference championship game.
Ole
Oregon's
Miss
behind them.
wasn't
Ole
there.
Miss not
Baylor's-
even there. Baylor lost to just them.
Oregon's playing a
Yeah.
conference championship though, so would they jump them?
No.
They have 2 losses.
They would be the closest
true.
one. I think they would be them or Ohio State. I think the committee just loves Ohio State. So
I think the committee put the teams where they're at now just for the pure fact of we need this to look good on us. Otherwise, we get criticized again. We're going to put Bama at 3. So when Georgia beats Bama, they're out. We don't even have to worry about them.
Yep.
The only team that's going to get pissed off is Notre Dame. That's it.
Well, pick a conference.
As they should.
Pick a
Yeah,
fucking conference championship.
That's what I'm saying.
and they
You know
should
how
be
it goes.
pissed. Their only good win that they were holding on to was Wisconsin,
And
and they're
they're
not-
unranked.
Yeah,
Guess
they're not
what?
even that
They
good.
can't sit there and say we deserve to be in over Cincinnati because Cincinnati dog walked them.
Yeah, at their
Right.
place.
At their,
So even if
at
what
home.
if they
even
played
if-
again? That would be fucking wild.
Even if Cincy
The
loses,
rematch.
they still get in over Notre Dame.
Yeah,
'Cause they beat them.
Yeah,
Give me Cincy
yeah,
all
no
day. Give me
doubt.
the points. I
That
don't
would
care.
be insane if like somehow if they all went in and Cincy and Notre Dame rematch in the playoff. That would obviously mean we play Georgia, but
Do you think they would do
rematch.
that though?
Yes.
that'd be fucking
You think they
must
would?
watch TV
Yep.
for a rematch.
I don't think
no,
they would.
I think they would put you guys at
Yeah.
3.
I think they'd put Cincy.
Notre Dame at 4,
Yeah.
Cincy at 2.
I think we would play Cincy. At
They
that
don't want to
case.
do that again.
I would love to play Cincy first round if we get in. That'd be fucking
I would
amazing.
love to play anybody but Georgia.
Yes.
But even then, like,
I think everybody,
Yeah.
any
Feels that
podcast
way.
out there right
Yeah.
now talking about their own team would not
wanna
want
play
to play Georgia.
Let's
Yeah.
get a warm-up game first, and then maybe Georgia.
say I didn't even want to say this. I can't even say it. I'm having trouble with it. But say Baylor wins, and say Michigan wins or loses, and Bama loses. Do they have a fighting chance to get in?
No.
Baylor?
Yeah.
Oh, Baylor?
Yeah. Baylor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
Are
I
they a
mean,
2-loss team?
Yep.
No,
then
no
Michigan,
chance.
Well, no, because then Michigan would be 2 losses. Bama would be
So
2
Bama.
losses.
Yeah.
Bama didn't. They
So
didn't
Oklahoma
win
State
their
would be 2 losses,
conference.
too.
I think it would be then Georgia, Cincy,
Oh, if you want to sit there and go off that,
Baylor,
Baylor's
Notre
only
Dame,
losses are to a top 10 OSU
and a TCU team.
and a TCU team.
Who is not
but
bowl eligible.
Michigan loses to Michigan State on the road. and to Iowa in the conference championship. They would sit there in Michigan. That's where I think. Here's my deal. So just win. Take care of business.
Make it 8 teams so we don't have to deal with this shit next year, please.
Supposedly that is the word.
For fuck's sake.
Well, it
16.
has been for several years.
Well, the word is they're getting ready to take the top 2 teams from each conference. So that means if you make your championship game, you're in. Now, we can get into this talk right now. That is one reason I heard.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lincoln Riley left.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a business deal. For anybody out there that's sitting there crying over Lincoln Riley, it's a business deal.
Grow up.
You think you're going to stick him there forever? No.
If you are going to criticize a man
who got
that offer and say that you wouldn't take that offer.
No, he's not saying this to you.
No, I'm saying to like all the sad OU fans are like, he's a snake, he stabbed us in the back. No, he didn't. He didn't. He brought you winning seasons.
No,
That's
he was.
He technically didn't lie. He said he wasn't going to coach LSU.
No.
It was under the
table. He lied in the press conference, saying he found out about it Saturday night, Sunday morning. Bro, his house has been on the market for 112 days. He brought this a week ago to the OU athletic director, and OU athletic director said, have fun in California.
I think this...
Obviously, it's been in the works. It doesn't just happen overnight.
No.
Now, he may not have talked to. His agent probably did.
Yeah.
Probably.
But let me tell you what right now. They got him a $6 million home. Do you think they just found that right there that Saturday night?
Exactly.
No. This has been in the works.
24/7
But I'm going to tell you what. I'm with Bo.
Fam.
I am with Bo. If you're going to sit there and lay out on the table, although I will say $15 million over in L.A. is $7 million here in Norman. Okay?
Understandable, but you're also in L.A.
You're in L.A. recruiting. Yes. He did not want to go to the SEC.
No, that's what I was about to say.
He did not want to go.
He was pissed about that.
He's got word, or he knows that the playoffs getting ready to expand. If he goes to the Pac-12 and they take 2 people, he's in every year.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
And just look at all the recruits.
Look at the Pac-12 right now. That Oregon is the only team that in Utah.
But they're not going to be top 10.
No. And if you throw in what he's done at OU and make that kind of offense and a decent defense like that, they will run the fucking Pac-12.
Now,
that's scary hours for Pac-12 people right now.
If Caleb Williams does go there, they'll have the number 1 QB this past year's draft. They'll have the number 2 running back in the class for next year, and then in 2 years from now, they'll have the number 1 quarterback again.
And the number 1 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. And Hazelwood, I think, is about to go there too.
Well, that's fine. Hazelwood.
Well, he may not go.
Here's my deal.
The timing of it was big too, because the day that he accepted the offer was the beginning of what? Or no, it was recruitment.
Yeah, he did. Dude, everybody knows what he was doing. Yes. It's a whole business. Everybody
I'm just saying. I mean, and that aspect kind of screwed OU over a little bit, because now they're like, I know Stoops stepped in and he's
big game
doing
Bob.
that. He said he's recruiting and stuff.
But OU's going to get a good name.
So
OU will get a
Who
good.
do you want it to be though?
Brent Venables.
So that's what I've heard is probably going to happen.
I love that for OU. And
Brent
I
Venables,
like OU.
and I want him to bring Joe Brady.
Do you think Joe Brady may not leave?
Maybe not. Or Art Briles, OC. And I heard he just got Patterson.
You want him, though?
Gary?
Supposedly he's on board for the defensive coordinator position.
Gary?
That's scary.
I wouldn't mind him more as the head coach than Venables.
I think Venables.
I think Venables is too loose of a cannon.
Venables done his time.
That's what you need. I think you got to spice something up. You're getting ready to go to the SEC.
That's what I just love.
And if Venables comes, we know his son's coming there, but also the quarterback for Clemson.
Uiagalelei.
He has already been pictured, horns down, so let's just hope that happens. But I think
is he that good, though?
No, he got benched. Yeah. He got benched like Spencer Rattler, so I don't know why people are saying they're saying that. But everybody, they'll get recruits. I think it's going to take 4 to 5 years.
I saw something about
to be back on a map.
A bunch of OU fans were saying Lincoln was a bad coach. And I just sit there in awe. I was like, how in the hell did you say that?
Dude, it's the same people that loved him when he won, when he got to the college football playoff.
Right. The amount
My
of
only deal is
had.
This explains the last 3 weeks of our offense not being able to score. I looked at Tanner going, this explains a lot. We can't score. I can't remember who I texted in here. Mm-hmm. Somebody, the week I was just going, I was like, we just can't score. We can't score. Mm-hmm. That is not OU's way. OU used to put up 55 and allow 52.
That's one thing they could they never play any defense.
And I'm sitting there going, damn, our
defense
defense is playing 10 times better this year, and we can't fucking score. I was sitting in the Destin airport. That's when I text you guys. The Iowa State game. Our defense played fantastic, only allowing them to 14 whatever, and it was 21-14 or 21-12 or something. We kept stopping them, couldn't score, so all they had to do was score once to get back into the game.
It's been all year, though. It's not just the last 3 games. It's been up and down for OU the whole year. I think that's just
but that was, I will say there, Spencer Rattler, Caleb Williams coming to the Texas game. So I was like, okay, we're going to score some points.
Right.
And then the last 3 weeks, I even called my brother. I was like, something's going on here. So I was like, whatever. Well, come to find out, that could have somewhat I don't want to say that has a lot to do with it. I mean, he's coaching, but.
I know OU is a very prestigious program, and they have a ton of history and all that. Are you not a little bit nervous for these next?
Yeah, I
5 to 10
told Taryn
years?
it's going to take. I say it's going to take 5. I said 5 to 7.
I mean,
to be. Hey, here's OU preseason. We're ranked number whatever.
You thought we were little
Like number
brother
21 or
in
something?
this
No, we're
scenario,
little brother
and we
now.
were, but yeah,
We're little brother. Now.
I'm worried, and I don't want OU to be bad. Even though I hate them, like I still want them to do well. But
No, first of all,
they
no,
might
you
be.
don't. But I don't blame
If
you.
they're
I
in
don't
another
blame you.
conference, it's a
Oklahoma
little
Pride.
different, though.
I think they're in a lot of trouble. This next hire, I think, is very, very, very important, and that's why I don't think you can go the Venables route because he's just too loose of a cannon. You have to get a home run kind of guy.
Who's a home run out there?
I heard
know.
Cliff
That's-
Kingsbury.
how about-
First off,
that
let me
is-
tell you what. If
let me
that
get in on
fucking
that.
yes, we can all.
Disrespect,
No,
dude.
that is the ultimate OU panicking their ass off
Yeah,
right there.
and they said that because he had
You know
1
what?
year left. First off,
There's no
he's
way
9-2
No.
leading the NFC.
Right. I don't. He's
and
not
has
gonna
a
leave that
franchise
job.
quarterback in the NFL. He will
Has
never,
a franchise team. J.J. Watt, Chandler
Yeah,
Jones.
he will not
Keep going.
leave that.
Right.
The disrespect. What about Go Joe? Go Tigers.
No,
You
way.
don't. No. You,
I mean, I love his
You don't
style.
coach
At Oregon,
sleeping
bro.
with blondes.
Bring him on.
Okay, come on.
Bring him on.
No way.
He'll lead you to the promised land like he did LSU. Then he'll bounce.
First of all, here's my deal. Look at his deal. He had Joe Brady.
Joe Brady.
And the best offense that maybe the best team
ever.
NCAA football has
That's
ever
true.
seen.
Best team. After that, after Joe Brady says, "Hey, I'm gone," defensive coordinator also takes a head position. He
Baylor.
brings in new hires. They don't pan out. LSU hates them. They get fired. Coach goes out.
I was just giving you. I was giving you.
no.
I don't.
I
think
get
he
what
should
you're
go.
saying,
I
but
shouldn't-
no.
he shouldn't go.
I think
I
But
like
that'd be
Brent
funny as fuck
Venables.
if he was like boom Zuna.
I think you got to make a pull at Lane Kiffin.
Lane
Yo,
Kiffin.
I would
no,
love that.
I feel like Lane Kiffin is like the stripper
Bring him on,
ex-girlfriend that you have. You know, you kind of like her for a little bit, and then she's
but
out.
I
You're
think
looking
gets
for a
passed
guy
around-
that's
passed
going
around all over the
he
SEC.
He can
goes
do
all
that
over the
bridge
place.
gap for you, and he can send you into the SEC. He's been around the SEC a bunch. He knows what to do. He knows how to win games there. I think he would be a great guy for OU.
Yeah, I like Brent Venables because of his defense, and you have to have the defense in the
But
SEC.
that will come.
He
I
also
think that
kind
will
of went.
come.
He went to Clemson at the perfect time.
Actually,
Dabo
he
could
brought
dip.
Clemson's defense on the map with Dabo. Yes,
and Trevor Lawrence.
but
and
if
all
you
their
want to sit
like,
there and go,
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun
there was
Watson
a
and Trevor Lawrence.
4 or 5 year period
They were
where
bad.
Brent Venables had the most players on defense go to the NFL.
Yeah, they did have that
By far.
That
Understandable.
D-line,
Keep-
I'm just
the
saying,
whole
like-
D-line was
Yeah.
gone.
Like,
Whole
all
D-line.
in one draft,
All in
I
one,
think.
all in one round.
But that was also on the year where they had Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
So they had great teams,
That
and I'm not discounting him because he is a great coach.
Yeah.
I've always liked Brent Venables, even when he was at OU. But like, come on,
Yeah.
you know, you can ride off the coattails a tad bit on teams like that because they
yeah.
had.
Well, guess
they won
what?
how many fucking national championships in that span?
Two.
Only 2.
I mean,
When-
it went
with
Now they
T-Law-
went
with
to
T-Law
4
and
They went to
Yeah.
4.
Deshaun Watson?
They went to 4, right?
Yeah, I think
They
so.
lost to Bama twice.
and then they lost. No, they only went 3 times then,
They lost to Bama. They won 2.
or so 4 times.
So
I mean,
Renfro,
Deshaun won.
They
Renfro
beat-
won 1 when he caught that pass
Yep, with
towards the goal
Deshaun.
line with Deshaun.
And then Lawrence
He lost.
won his freshman year.
Oh, that's right. And then he lost his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Well,
to
they beat Bama twice. And they lost to
LSU.
LSU.
Well, everybody was losing to that team. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, for real.
Just like I think.
You could argue though that
everybody's
some of those
losing to
Clemson
Juice
teams were some of the best teams.
Yep.
I mean, Deshaun Watson's team was nuts.
Yeah, they were.
Shit was wild.
Yeah,
Watch them.
they were good. I'm going Brent Venables. That's just me. One,
Yeah.
because he's fucking
It's a good-
crazy.
it's
I
good
think
'cause he's coming
we
back.
have to have. But first of all, you have to hire him in the next week.
You got to get it rolling. Cause
I heard press conference Fridays when they're going to announce.
you got to put out fires.
You got to put it out. Well,
you
you're putting out
also-
fires, but then recruiting. Like we lost everybody for 2023, 2022. We just lost our.
And,
I won't say our top receiver. Mims is staying.
No.
He tweeted family.
He's not. Last I saw was he was.
Is he saying? Is he
Hold
going?
on.
Family.
Let me look.
Psych. I lied.
Well, I
Psych.
mean-
I lied.
Well, that's-
I'm
hey.
going to USC.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me find that. But yeah, OU star Mims might transfer.
There you go.
Sooners
So-
leading receiver Marvin Mims strongly considering transfer portal.
I was going to say that
you
you
go.
also have to consider this is
Everybody's
downtime
leaving.
for Clemson. So if there's
It
any
would be a
time for
good time.
Venables to leave, it would be now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's good.
It's not like they're at the height of
Now,
their,
did you guys hear what DeMarco Murray said?
No.
I didn't read about
I
Is he coming to coach?
rolled no, but I
coach
guess
there right now.
Lincoln did the old crocodile tears when he announced it, and DeMarco Murray just stood up and said, "Cut that shit out.
Really?
This was your choice."
Yeah,
Just yelled it at him, and then Benito.
A lot of former
Benito
players
just
are
is just
pissed.
like, "Yeah, dude, get out of here."
that. So easy
when
as
he
a,
said
as a
the-
running back coach.
when
to
he
be
said
like,
USC, the mecca
Yeah.
of football programs, then Benito went out and tweeted, he's like, "Yeah, you told us that last week." I was like, "God, dude."
God, dude,
But
you-
that's
So
the
that's the
same-
deal. Don't lie about it. Just
Right.
I would have rather Lincoln sit up and been like, "Hey man, this is a business deal. Sorry,
Yeah.
He went to OU and said, "This is what they're offering me." They're like, "No, put it on OU." Just say, "Hey,
They
I
didn't
went
wanna
to
give him that
OU.
money.
They didn't want to give it to me. I'm out." I would have been like, "Sweet dude, I've left a job for money before.
Right.
I'm sorry."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, if he didn't lie about what he said that he found out Saturday night.
yeah. That's
That
where,
part. I mean,
That
that's-
part.
At the
Just
same
don't
time, it's like,
lie.
what do you want him to say?
Just
like
don't lie.
leading up to that,
Exactly,
he's not
yeah.
just going to say. He's not going to give people any hint of him leaving.
exactly. You
No,
can't
no,
do
no.
that
I'm
to the
saying,
media.
I know. I'm just saying before
yeah.
that. Like, I
mean, dude,
understand why.
Again, I've done it at just a job that I'm not even making $15 million
Right.
a year. I'm just saying when I got a job lined out before I left, my deal is when I got that job, I was like, yeah, I've been talking to her for about a month.
There was,
it was in the works.
There was rumblings before the Pokes game that he was acting weird.
Yeah, he got
Something
asked.
was,
he got asked,
yeah.
and he said, by no means am I. And they were like, he goes, I'm not going to LSU. And I guess the player asked, are you coming back next season? And he was like, you guys got a game to play. And that's when.
Yeah.
And no, that did to any of the OU fans, that did not affect the way we played. No, we just got beat.
Yeah,
we got beat.
OSU was just a better team,
We got beat.
and that
I hate that.
hadn't happened since probably
Now,
2011.
I did
Yeah, we know how it
lose
feels.
my shit on an OSU fan today. When they came in talk about Lincoln Riley, and I was like, would you not leave for 15? He goes, well, Gundy got... I go, let me tell you something right now. I said, you're sitting here loving Gundy. I said, but I have 4 witnesses. This is in the golf industry, by the way, that heard you say 2 years ago you wanted Gundy gone.
Oh, yeah.
Do not sit here and play this fucking. He had one good game. I was like, the guy's a great coach. I said, I do find it very funny. He was 30 yards down the field asking Holly Rowe questions and talking about Des Bryant instead of on the sideline
He
right
does
there.
that every game, and it's weird.
I don't get it. Is it like he's trying to get out of the way?
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to fuck this up?
During the game?
Yeah, during the game,
What
bro.
happened?
He's on
always
towards
on-
the end zone.
he's
What
always
happened?
on-
What happened? I wasn't even down there. What'd you do?
He's
Wow.
always on the
This
opposite
isn't my fault.
side, and I'm guessing it's because he can get a better view of what's going on.
Maybe.
But even in timeouts, he hardly goes over there, which he's done that for years, and I've been kind of calling him out the last couple of years as well. But he's done something different this year that he's never done in the past, and that's really engaged the players. He has never done that in the past. I saw him joking around with guys middle of games and all that, like shooting the shit with them,
Yeah.
really coaching them up and stuff. And he has never done that since I've been at school.
Which is weird. You think that you would be personable with your
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of
team.
it's
That
kind
is
of
weird.
But I don't. If you're an OSU fan, just don't. And what is the newspaper at OSU?
O'Colly.
The O'Colly. The editor of that, Ryan Nowozinski. Okay, I've got a fucking video of him saying Gundy should be gone 4 or 5 years ago. I don't want to hear that he is the greatest coach. He would never leave for $15 million
it, but you have to
a year.
understand when we've dealt with all the heartbreak and all that shit, and
I know.
whenever heartbreak happens in seasons, you look for change. You're just like, what's the next step?
Yeah.
Do we stay
But don't
complacent
sit there
or do
you
we
and
get
say
better?
that he would never leave.
No,
He's been
none
with
of
OSU.
us
I
are
know.
saying that.
It's
That's
not you
whoever,
guys.
Whoever said that is obviously
Yes, that's anybody listening to this.
He's
Not
turned
these
down
3
Tennessee and he's turned down Florida.
for $15 million
Not
a year.
that much, but I mean, upwards of 10.
Well, you also have to think that this is alma
Did he
mater.
get a private jet?
Very
Did
true.
he get his home
Exactly.
paid
It's
for?
not
Did he
like
get it
Lincoln
home
would
over
tell
there?
you.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, but he's not
Probably
dealing
not.
with that kind of thing though. Like that's fucking
No.
next level money.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
that.
Lincoln
That's
got next
huge.
level. And you know what?
That's
I'm going
huge.
to say this to all the OU fans. I'm tired of arguing. I get it. The calls. Some of the calls were bad. Some of the calls were good.
Quit
Can we just
crying.
get one? Can we get one?
It went
Can we
both
just
ways.
win one?
Yeah,
Again, we've already said
officiating was
that.
terrible both sides.
Bad.
OU fans, quit bitching and crying about one freaking
Sunday.
call. You guys just got beat by a better team, and it is what it is. And we'll.
I mean, I'm
we'll,
an OU
we'll
fan.
put
I
a
just sit
seal
there
on
and
it.
said it.
Sunday I was at work.
You did. You're
Somebody
the,
came
one
in.
of the few that
was
does
talking
it. So
shit.
I respect you for that, Taylor.
I was like, hey, man,
It
let's
was a
get one.
touchdown.
Let us win.
Although guys, I am this close. I know he wouldn't have got it, and he was drunk in a skunk, so I know he wouldn't have got it. And the camera right now watching me, Grant, I know you can see me. when that got called incomplete in the end zone, and they showed Des Bryant, I was this close to texting this motherfucker and being like, oh, well, got screwed again. And
I would have ran back home to you and just started whooping your ass.
He was like, he's going to come back. Because when they showed Des Bryant doing this, I go, guess he didn't catch it again.
Dude, should have sent the picture of just like him missing it in the Green Bay end zone.
I almost sent the Des Bryant and Packers just doing that.
Well,
that's
the difference between that catch is that Oklahoma State player caught it and Des didn't.
I mean, they both caught it.
They caught it. The rule says they didn't
both
catch
caught it.
Again, I'll sit here and say it as an opposing team.
They both caught it.
As an opposing team, you caught both balls. The rule states you did not catch both balls. Do I think it was a catch?
Yeah.
Absolutely, both of them.
Yeah.
Does the rule? No. Incomplete. I was
I don't
this
know,
close,
Sam,
guys.
I don't know if you saw, but Des was like parading down the strip.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Go
figure. Not in the NFL because nobody wants him.
He was like in a Bentley or something, like standing up through the sunroof, and he stood up, and I went up and.
Dude,
Are you serious? No.
Yeah.
Did he say what's up?
Bro, that's Dante Hall sign. Don't ever steal that again.
Oh, that's Des Bryant.
That's Dante Hall.
Dante Hall might have done it, but Des made it famous.
What? Dante Hall's?
No, Des.
You got to be kidding me.
Des made that shit famous.
I kind of have to side.
Okay, well, first of all, we were all OSU fans, and he did that his entire career at OSU.
You do realize Dante Hall's in the NFL before Des Bryant was.
Dante Hall did it first, but Des made it known.
And ran things back.
Maybe he just made it more famous, and now people don't think of Dante Hall; they think of Des Bryant.
Yeah, if you walk down the street,
all I think about is him incomplete, dropping a ball.
Yeah.
Remember
That's the only thing I got, Sam. It's the only thing I got.
Chuck Harris used to do this, right? You know who Chuck Harris is? Back in the 30s, he used to that whole discount double check thing.
No, he didn't. But
I
you're sitting here trying to.
Chuck Harris isn't even a real person.
First of all,
are we making up names now? Is Dante Hall even a real person?
My tongue. First of all, you don't know who Dante Hall is?
I know who Dante Hall is.
You see what I'm saying? I was getting ready to bite my tongue and be like, oh man, somebody did do the discount double check. And then he was like, Chuck Harris.
You're like, no,
you said 1930s. I was like, wait a minute, what?
How would you know that?
We're going back to this punter here in the trivia question.
Wheels were turning on that one. It was actually the punter. It was that punter you were talking about.
Nobody got it.
He kicked and he went.
Chuck the Sneaker Wilson, bro. I don't even know if that was his name. Oh, guys. I mean, hey,
what a week.
Here's my deal.
Have fun in the SEC.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're going to have fun in the SEC. We look 10 times better than Texas does.
Oh, yep. No, I hope Texas just fails because they were the ones that fucked up the Big 12.
I think, and I have been a Texas fan as a kid.
Just let the guy drink on the sideline. He needs
I
to get
agree.
back on the alcohol.
Sark needs his booze.
He needs something.
I think they benefit more going to the SEC than OU does in terms of getting recruits
from Texas.
Yeah, I think Texas will slowly get it done.
It's a bigger stage now.
I think now, yes.
Yeah.
That Lincoln's gone.
Yeah, I think Texas will start getting better. I still don't think.
Although crazy is Bob got a lot of guys from Texas too.
Yeah, he did. Adrian.
I heard Bob is on the plane and recruiting.
Yeah, he's recruiting.
The fact that guy's helped out is...
Yeah, but
I think he's going to light a fire under their asses for this bowl game. I think they're about to fucking destroy whoever they play.
Who they have.
It's going to be like BYU.
Wait, so all the people that are in the transfer portal, are they like done playing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're in transfer portal.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
Oops. I thought it was the offseason when you went to the transfer portal.
Yeah. I'm worried about their O-line. That's one thing that surprised me about that game. That's one thing OU has always been unbelievable at, is having a great O-line.
Oh, yeah.
And their O-line was not good.
Because they don't play with, I read this from somebody the other day, they don't play with intensity.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I'm just going to say this on the air. I don't give a shit. They're a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
And they would sit there and squash me like a bug.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like rip you in half.
But when you're sitting there going up against a top defense, you would think you'd come out and be like, all right, we're getting ready to prove that we're going to push that D-line down that way. That would be my biggest thing if I was an O-line coach. I'd be like, look, we're getting ready to go up against, if not the number 1, the number 2. And they are a large 1 and 2 away from 3 and 4 and from that way. Let's push them back. Let's make a statement. Even if you lose that game, and sit there and said we had 220 rushing yards on you, then you guys get sitting there going, yeah, they won, but holy shit, when they get to the playoffs, they're going to get... No, we didn't.
Our defense played about double the amount of snaps in this past game than they have almost combined in the last 2 or 3 games. Like, we've been averaging like 40 plays on defense, like 30 plays, 50 plays, and then we had like 90-something in this one.
You want to know where they went wrong with the O-line? They didn't put in our boy Zareki. Zach would have played, he would have pushed him back.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy.
Sorry, yeah, shout out your boy.
Zach, Notre Dame's not getting in the playoffs. Sorry, bud.
I will say one thing.
Your Raiders won. Raider gang.
Dogging OU a little bit here. You whiffed on 3 guys that kind of killed you. Not maybe 2.5. I'll say. Bray, our wide receiver, was a Norman guy. I think they offered him and then they rescinded it, took it away. Colin Oliver, who got the sack at the end of the game, was a beast all day, and then Kolar from Iowa State killed you guys the week before.
Don't say we, Grinch.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. I mean, it's got to be. I just don't know how you missed those kind of guys. Is what I'm saying. In your OU, I know you have so many options to choose from, but they're in your own backyard. You got to get those guys.
Yeah, I think anybody in Oklahoma you have to get. If you're OU, you got to get them if you're going to be top.
You have to.
Well, all right, guys, that was the. I mean, we could talk about this subject all day long. Now this weekend.
Big weekend.
We're gonna root on.
Let's go, Pokes.
Big one.
I actually, and I've said this before. You won't ever catch me rooting for the Vikings, the Bears, or whatever. But I don't like Baylor. I'm gonna be betting on Michigan. Everybody. By the way, if you guys don't bet on Michigan, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. But I'm rooting for the Pokes.
You want some OSU gear?
No, I don't. I will never wear it.
He said no.
No, Ryan and I will be in Dallas.
What is that line, by the way, before we get going?
You wore orange and black that one golf tournament.
OSU 5.5.
Yeah, I did.
5.5 OSU.
5.5.
Yep.
All right,
it moved up.
That.
We're at 5.5.
Does that?
Hey, HUD.
Just win.
No. I like it.
Just win. I'm with Ryan.
Like
just win, baby. Just win,
take
baby.
Care of business.
Money line. Let's go.
Just
all right.
Just take care of business.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
See ya.
Later, guys.
Thanks for coming back.